Welcome back, everybody. Mark your calendars. Minneapolis is celebrating Prince in a big way this summer. City's hosting a Prince sing-along party. It's on Saturday, June 6th, downtown. The sing-along celebration will happen near the 100-foot mural of Prince. It's along First Avenue there, or right by it. And we'll celebrate what would have been the musician's 68th birthday, which is June 7th. City leaders want to get 15,000 people to sing along to Prince songs that day. The event is free. It's open to everyone. Construction season is here, if you haven't noticed, and there are some big projects in the works in Minneapolis. The city unveiled its plan today that includes replacing the 10th Avenue Bridge near Midtown Global Market and the Nicollet Avenue Bridge over Minnehaha Creek. In addition, infrastructure work will begin at George Floyd Square, at 38th and Chicago. Jessica Hart is going to break it all down.
In Minneapolis, orange is the color of summer.
We all know we got two seasons here in our city, winter and construction.
The city is spearheading 37 construction projects totaling more than $320 million.
This is the work that we do as a city. This is the nuts and bolts. We've got 1,300 incredible public works employees that are going to be out on the streets throughout our city throughout this construction season.
Construction season this year includes 20 miles of resurfaced streets, 5 miles of reconstructed streets, and 3 restored bridges.
These investments are generational.
One of those generational investments is the Nicollet Avenue Bridge over Minnehaha Creek.
Today, the bridge also serves as a key corridor for transit between the city of Bloomington and downtown Minneapolis. The city is now in the process of repairing the structural elements of the bridge and the roadway to ensure it lasts for another 50+ years.
Bridge repairs are the only thing that's atypical. Director of Public Works Tim Sexton says everything else is standard.
The projects move around the city, so when I say standard, I'm thinking citywide. But some neighborhoods, if it's happening outside your house, it's going to feel like a different construction season.
Projects that need to be completed so people can continue to enjoy Minneapolis streets.
It's a big deal. We're making really big investments in the city, but we also recognize that there's some inconvenience to residents, right? And that happens. And so we want to make sure everyone's aware and knows that we take that very seriously.
Jessica Hart reporting. The city is also replacing more than 1,800 miles of lead pipes. 1,200 of those are on the north side. The city says replacing those lines will not be at the expense of residents and business owners. Well, in less than a month, a Farmington teenager will graduate from college. But what makes the milestone so extraordinary is that she's not even old enough to drive. Jennifer Hoff introduces us to Ella Green.
Ella Green is a typical teenager.
I'm really passionate about art and music especially.
Who loves skiing and animals.
I want to go into veterinary ophthalmology.
Except the 14-year-old is about to graduate from Inver Hills Community College next month.
Are you driving? No, I can't drive yet.
The would-be 8th grader started taking post-secondary math classes when she was just 9.
Usually they think I'm lying, or they're just like in shock.
Her parents saying they noticed she was gifted as early as 2.
Now she's into calculus, and I'm struggling to remember how I did that in college, but we're getting through it.
Dad James, a software engineer, and Mom Trina, a teacher, first homeschooled Ella.
If something seemed too basic for her, I would challenge her with something else, and it took a long time to actually get her challenged.
Ella isn't done yet. Already this fall, she starts at Normandale Community College in Bloomington.
We're definitely focusing more on sciences.
New classes to keep pushing Ella forward with family by her side.
She has a drive that is unmatched.
And no doubt a future that's nothing but bright for this teenager. In Farmington, Jennifer Hoff, KARE 11 News.
As Jennifer said, Ella wants to be an ophthalmologist and work at a zoo. She's also a diver, of course, proficient in American Sign Language, of course, and she also plays the piano. Congrats to her and best of luck. Keep going. Critical work happening now in the Wildcat Sanctuary, the home of 3 newly rescued lions. We're told that Kim, Carl, and their sons Kiros suffered neglect amid repeated facility closures. And today we head 90 miles north to Sandstone for a rare behind-the-scenes look at these lions' exams. Here's photojournalist Devin Krinke with the story.
If the vet team needs to start doing their setup, you guys can start doing what you need to do. They will be turning him on his back and strapping him down because he needs to be on his back for this procedure. This is Kiros. He's a 2.5-year-old male lion. Him and his family were all rescued from Canada from a roadside zoo that had been shut down due to cruelty conditions and inbreeding. To be an apex predator, king of the jungle, top of the food chain, majestic, that everybody reveres, but then to live your life in a 10-by-10 cage in somebody's backyard is really wrong. A fun fact is that lions, if you neuter them, will drop their mane. And because they live in social groups, we want to keep the mane, so he's receiving a vasectomy today. When we do big cat procedures, it's very stressful, very complicated. They can have complications when they're on their back too long. And so we are really monitoring the anesthesia, the CO2 levels, his heart rate. For us to rescue a big cat, it costs $20,000 a year to take in a big cat, do the medical expenses, the food, and that's not even the habitat cost. Every time we build a habitat, it can be anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 depending upon the size, the indoor bedroom. The goal is to give them a happy life and to be pain-free since they can never be free.
Wow, fascinating. Devin Krinke, photojournalist, bringing us that story. Thank you. Stick with us. We got more news and weather coming up after the break.